I'm coming. What's the 20? Buccaneer, you see?
Yeah, Buccaneer Way. He seems to be repairing right next to the Furore, and then there's also a white elegy, white Furore, and a blue muscle car. And the blue Empress is here too.
I got Racer Rock chat. I'm going.
They're all just stopping and repairing together. And a red Turismo type vehicle or whatever. Seems like they're all parking up and repairing. I don't know if this is the end of the track, but some people like continued out. All these, yeah, I don't know. All these cars are just sticking together right now. There's other cars like that's driving up to Buccaneer Way, but this blue car, red car are all just sitting there at the end. Right, I don't think it's the end because I saw some cars drive through. I don't know. They're all just sticking together here.
Love's forever, hand in hand.
The red and white Turismo we chased earlier, there was about 6 interference cars helping it out, so.
Oh, well, yeah, I think these are his boys right here. White Evo, white muscle car, black muscle car, blue muscle car. And the whole damn rainbow's here.
And you sure? Do you see him street racing? Do you want us to move in?
I'd probably wait till they leave. They're all just grouped up together, especially if you're alone. I mean, you guys can move in if you, as a group, but there's like 6, 7 cars here.
Which one did you see street racing?
Blue muscle car.
That red and white one is going northbound popular.
Yeah, that red car is way too fast for us. That's why I want to chase the blue muscle car. It seems like they're all heading out now.
Okay, so I'm going coming out.
The blue muscle car is not out yet, though. It's just sitting there. Wait, I think someone abandoned it. Is it abandoned, Crystal? Or I think he's talking to someone here. I mean, there's only 3 people here. We could definitely move in on the... Oh, yeah, there's someone running into the blue muscle car now.
There's a white Aurora coming back down Buccaneer Way because they saw me on Buccaneer.
Yeah, I think the blue Furore or the blue muscle car handed something off to this guy with the Evo and then continued driving.
Very firm. There's going to be probably interference with the blue muscle car. Blue one right, not the white one, because I saw the white one as well.
Blue muscle car, blue muscle car.
Northbound, around South Shamble Street, towards an ascent.
Here we go, chat. Lock in.
Going westbound and fifth. Exxon Rancho. Approaching Poplar Street. Right northbound Poplar, opposing lane. Approaching in. It's westbound, insert. Over the bridge. Cross the big horn. Westbound infant. Troy. Approaching Strawberries. Right, northbound Davis, crossing over into the
Illegal!
hospital. Exiting westbound Innocence. Westbound Innocence towards southbound alleyway behind the car wash. Exiting southbound, crossing Strawberries towards Davis. Crossing Davis, eastbound McDonald's. Right, westbound Grove towards Carson. Carson to
I can't get up here,
towards
fuck that.
Grove Street. Right, westbound Grove Street towards Davis.
I shouldn't be trying to parallel when I'm the secondary. My bad.
Remains back. Right, northbound, left, westbound, south Crystal Street towards Bushland Street. Versa. Exiting northbound Dutch Linden Street towards South Rockford. Holding right. Northbound Calais. Pushing northbound Calais. Going by Apple. Crossing Apple, northbound Calais. Cross Lindsay, approaching Vespucci. Air 1, 30% fuel, riot. Eastbound, left northbound, through White Garage, exiting San Andreas, CCD. Exiting San Andreas, going left, westbound San Andreas, towards Calais. Cross Calais, westbound, left southbound Palomino, towards Vespucci. Riot, westbound Vespucci, towards
I broke my own ankles.
Left, southbound Ginger towards the crossing Ginger, approaching Movie Star Way. Going crossing over, approaching North Rockford, right northbound North Rockford Drive, left westbound San Andreas, right northbound alleyway, approaching the desert, past behind Colorful, see northbound alleyway, left westbound the desert, off Prosperity, right northbound alleyway, towards Marathon, exiting Marathon. Oh, left westbound BCB, exiting towards Bay City, left south of Bay City.
Cold City could use some parallels. They might have interference here in a second.
Northbound Marathon. Marathon. Right, eastbound Marathon.
Dumpster
Left
block.
over northbound alleyway towards Boulevard Apparel. Right, eastbound, crossing over the alleys onto Boulevard Apparel, eastbound past Ammunition. Crossing Morningwood, approaching.
That was a world first dumpster block.
Left northbound alleyway.
It was unsuccessful though, unfortunately.
See northbound alleyway. Right, west eastbound towards Dorset Drive to Glenport. Right, southbound Dorset Drive towards Apparel. Left eastbound towards Apparel.
I'm gonna say you're clear to a PBS because he's definitely off track here.
Hey, less.
South of Portola.
Yeah, 4 units on this blue-looking tulip, right westbound, eastbound, left southbound alleyway towards Portola and Carter. U-turn, left northbound, Portola Drive. Right, eastbound, crossing over Eastbourne.
What the
left,
fuck?
Westbound,
My car won't turn.
Suburb Apparel, left side one time, right northbound, Broadway. Right, eastbound, Suburb Apparel. Sitting in front of church. Right, southbound, crossing over, eastbound, southwest, Ableton Parkway, left northbound, towards Howard, eastbound Howard.
Advise everyone's at 50% here, so we're gonna need refuel when you're comfortable. Call them though.
Right, southbound into the Rockford Plaza, entering Rockford Plaza, we see.
Interference got it so far or no?
U-turning, westbound. Going out west side.
Not actively involved since, but a while Chris did follow it out.
Skinner's approaching red, southbound Las Skinner. Aaron breaking off, southbound Peaceful towards Vespucci. Left, eastbound Vespucci. Left, northbound Alta, VCB.
And even northbound Alter over
Bikes on integrity.
Reyes. Confirm he's taking the G6 alley, stand by. G6 taking the squeeze of low power. Southbound low power.
Fuck. Yeah.
Eastbound and immediate right southbound into the paywall alleys. Right westbound, left.
I know how
southbound,
this person drives
exiting
now.
Vespucci. Cross Vespucci to Chihuahua Hot Dogs. Left eastbound to Elgin.
I know how they
Right southbound
drive.
Elgin.
I've locked in. I've analyzed driving patterns.
That's southbound, bound.
Right, westbound.
Transitioning westbound Innocence. Northbound Alta.
Bikes Adams Apple West.
Adams Apple, northbound Alta.
Maybe I didn't analyze good enough for.
Vespucci. Northbound Red Garage coming out San Andreas, standby direction. Immediate right, immediate left, VCB.
Los Lagunas, left the westbound Dorset.
Need to analyze
Remember the
harder.
hospital laneway, not the emergency lane, crossing over to a Milton northbound and left westbound, immediate left into the emergency lane of Mazona southbound. Right eastbound Dorset, left southbound Palomino.
That was westbound, Ricky.
Oh my god, I'm spiked because of the imaginary spike so no one else can see.
Bring the figures in zero, it's eastbound towards Colors. Right southbound Colors.
Wait, Ricky got spiked?
Eastbound Colors. East Adams Apple.
Did Leon spike him? I've got nothing northbound, so it's probably south or east.
I will check Maze back.
I've been spiked twice now by spikes that no one else can see.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, Wilden, how you doing, bud? I'm hungry.
What was the last scene again? We just got up in the air.
East of the temple.
Eastbound. So, Zappo, I checked through the homeless camps. Didn't see nothing. Checked the Power Street.
Anyone get a plate on it?
6 rounds south side. Clear.
Copy. Anyone get a plate?
Not from Air One, no.
Check.
Sorry, I was trying to come and I got a local that sent me 3 streets away.
It's dominated GTTRO Sally SALLY.
Come back to Andino Vidal, but I'm checking the storage lockers off power. I don't
Okay.
see nothing.
3 West Coast ball.
More than likely we parked at Little Soul again.
I want to do another spot. Wait, who do I need to speak to? Is it D? I think I need to speak to D.
We got nothing in Little Soul. I think we can call it UTL for the time being, because that's a second circle I did around there.
Copy.
Okay, that was a good pursuit. And there's also a boost, so you guys can go to that. Oh my god.
I gotta make myself a sandwich in a minute. I'm fucking starving, mate. My mum also made some scones. So I might have one of those. Cheeky little scone, mate.
Dark, are you available?
I am, yeah.
Guys, he's asking for a superior. He's asked for another AO besides the Victor. I'll take over processing him, but he does want to speak to a higher up.
Wait, what's the 20?
MRPD in the south.
Alright, 76. We're being called. Our first senior call. See what it is. Get out the way, Mike.
24, 76 away as well.
Get a corned beef and pickle sandwich. I might have a cheese and pickle
DJ.
sandwich. Ooh. Potential Karen incoming.
Correct, yes. I saw him literally lockpick the door, and then I came in, and he was with his ear against the safe.
Okay, affirm.
We'll have a chat once he's in the shield, right?
Yeah.
Health made pizzas in the oven. Now you're making me jealous. Okay,
You want
enough
to
of that.
Talk to me?
No. The guy wants to talk to me, right?
Yeah, he wants a different arresting officer because apparently I'm not listening to him.
Okay, well, let's get him in the shells and then.
Also, he already criminal threatened me and told me he's gonna shoot me once
Oh,
he gets out.
fuck. Who is it?
TJ.
Who?
CO Jackson.
Why is he alright? Something happened for that.
What happened there?
So I saw him literally lockpick the door of the Clinton. I have a photo of that, and then I get in, and he's with his ear against the safe, turning the knob. And I
Right.
tell him to stop. He doesn't stop. I tell him to get sent behind me his back and cuff him. Because this is multiple times.
Okay. I guess we'll have to hear what his issue is. Why's there trash in here? Oh. Oops.
Let me double check, make sure everything is off of
Use
your
mask,
person.
go for a key.
Yeah, I can do. We're taking these shackles off your feet.
Cheers, bro.
And let me get the cuffs off of your wrists as well. We have it with me here, two superiors, one directly above me and then one directly above him. So whatever, you know.
What seems to be the
Is that
problem,
happen?
sure?
I
Yeah.
can take care of it.
Pardon, bro? Sorry?
I said Doc can take care of it.
I'm Senior Officer Dark with the LSPD. What's the problem?
So basically, I was in a store. I was making a coffee, dude. And he saw me playing with the knobs on the coffee machine, and he come behind me and went, "You're under arrest," and didn't even want to talk to me, dude. And then just put me in cuffs, and then did it again, then did it again. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
Okay, so you were robbing a safe in a 24/7,
Oh
and
no,
then
I was making coffee, dude.
in a
That
safe.
That safe didn't get touched, dude.
Well, he's saying that you were messing with the safe when he walked in.
No, the coffee on the top of the safe, dude. The coffee machine.
Okay,
I was making a coffee,
and
dude.
he
I
said
told
he's
him
got a photo of you lockpicking the door.
that. Oh really?
Yeah.
That door was open. Weird.
Okay. So you're requesting a superior for?
Yeah, because he touched me inappropriately, dude.
Okay, it's a pretty.
Kept poking me stomach when I told him not to.
He was poking your stomach.
Yeah, like when he was like, he was searching me, and I was like, "Get off me! Stop touching me!" Dan. He just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, dude.
Okay, well that's his job. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to be touched by him, dude.
Well, you kind of forfeited that choice when you did a crime. You get that?
I wasn't doing a crime. What crime?
You were robbing a 24/7.
No, I wasn't. Like I said, I was making coffee, bro.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, there's factual evidence of you breaking into the
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're making some pretty big claims to try and get out of this charge.
Oh yeah.
Listen. Okay. If
I could get weird, but I'm not gonna.
Listen. I'll say this: if you're
Please
arguing the crime that you committed, I feel like it's rather pointless because you had the possessions on you.
Oh, that was another store that I robbed.
Okay.
That wasn't that
doesn't.
one.
Okay, that doesn't necessarily help. But
then when I've asked for a superior, dude, because I didn't want to talk to him, because he wasn't actually talking to me. He was just searching me, put me in cuffs 3 times, didn't even want to have a chat with me, just saying you're under arrest, put your hands behind your back. Okay, then that's fine. But then when I ask for a superior, he says there's no one around. Come with me, and just grabs me and puts me in the car. Was that okay then?
That's what I'm trying to say is that at this point, I wouldn't really argue the store. Like at that point, it is what it is. You have the stuff on you that could be from the robbery of a store.
Yeah, it's the aftermath of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If your complaint is about his like police work, like at this point, just forget about the store and tell us like what the problem that you think is, with whatever, how he handled the situation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
well, that's what I'm saying. Let's drop the whole coffee thing and explain like what you think he actually did that was like concerning or wrong or whatever. We were a little tied up, so I will say that was a thing. But
I felt like coming up to someone, not talking to someone, and then cuffing them 3 times. I feel like that's a little bit weird. And then coming outside and not talking to me, just grabbing me when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And then touching me, and I'm asking for a superior before you even search me and stuff. And he just said, "There's no one around." And then when I get down, and then he grabs me and puts me in the car and says, "You're coming to LSPD." Then tells me my rights.
Well, the right spoilers are important. I mean,
No, okay, but I'm just saying that's what he did. And then
okay.
come here, and then all of a sudden there's 3 of you.
Right. Well, like Ricky did say, we were on another call, so there might have just been miscommunication of him saying there's nobody around, meaning there's nobody available right now.
First time I've had issues with him, bro. Like he's got some sort of like vendetta against me or something. I don't know if
You think he's targeting you, or
100%.
why would he do that?
This isn't the first time he's done it. You can ask D.
First time he's done what? Just like done what?
Exactly the same as what happened just then. Luckily, D was there when he witnessed it all, dude.
It's a lack of communication that you have an issue with.
Lack of communication and just cuffing you before anything, bro. Just not even talking to me. Like just saying you're under arrest and put me in cuffs 3 times. That's all he said.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a lack of I'm just trying to fully like understand here. You're saying there's a lack of like I'm going for cuffs, you're under arrest, like things like that, like tackling you and then putting you in cuffs.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to talk to me when I'm telling him what I'm doing, or just trying to do something. I just feel like all he wants to do is fucking cuff me, bro. This ain't the first time he's done it.
Big sussy in this pussy.
D did it. D was there last time he did it.
Okay. Well, I think we got around in circles a little bit. We understand, the complaint you're making. We'll have a chat with Victor about it. I guess we can have a chat with D about it if you said he's done this before. And yeah, okay. All right. I guess there's nothing else to really say about
that's
it.
fine, bro. I can get charged. I don't mind going to prison. You all know that. I just don't like when people. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It will be dealt with. It will be dealt with. I understand your frustrations.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard to fully know and like grasp the full story since none of us were really there. We actually were like tied up in a pursuit.
I understand that.
And I had just so happened to come back from that pursuit when I saw you were at the bottom of the lower motor pool there, and you asked me to take you instead of him and all that.
I asked him
LSPD!
A superior or anyone higher than him. But he said there's no one on duty and all this rubbish. There's somewhere else and whatever.
What did you say, that they're not on duty, or did you say they're somewhere else?
I was saying something like that, bro. I was just like, whatever. Like, honestly, I was really, because he wasn't listening to me. I didn't really care.
I will let you know for just your sake that he did request a superior. There just wasn't anyone available, but he did request that of us. We were just tied up.
Okay.
So he did do that and try to. It's just so happened that it was very bad time.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, it's not even about me getting arrested. You all know that anyway. I don't care about that.
I don't even know who this guy is.
I'd like maybe a conversation with him sometimes,
I'll say this. I agree that, verbal stuff should happen, but at the same time, if I caught you with your pants down robbing a store, I would have arrested you too.
Yeah, but I don't think you would have done it the same as he did.
Okay. All right. Understood that.
I'm just gonna put it out there, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get you sent off and.
Yeah, that's fine, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Cheers, bro.
the possessions.
Dr. Inkamakiro.
What do you think?
So, I tend to believe TJ. He's generally one that is.
I don't know him.
No issue.
You're shouting, by the way.
But yeah, I tend to believe TJ. He's not one to say something that isn't right. Like if he feels like he's been unfairly dealt with, he usually voices his opinion. But other than that, he's always a pleasure to deal with when you actually do arrest him. And there has been numerous complaints recently of Victor with this type of thing. So and I've actually seen it firsthand where he doesn't verbalize anything. I don't know whether he says it to himself and we can't hear him, or whether I don't know what the issue is, but I literally spoke to him a day or two ago. He's got 2 weeks to smarten his footwork up, otherwise he's going to be let go. Because it's been ongoing now for months, and we've tried to rectify the issues, but So I guess I just need to have another talk to Victor, or maybe it might help if it comes from you. I've
I
spoken
can
to
have
him
a
a
chat
lot.
with him, sure, yeah. I'll try and find out what happened from his point of view. But yeah, it's a tricky one because I think if this was another officer, I think it might be a different conversation. But you are right, there has been issues with Victor, and I've seen them firsthand as well. Not necessarily like this, but just general communication stuff is obviously an issue for him. But I guess I can write up a scene report about it, given there has been a complaint, and I'll make sure there's a report on it, and I guess I'll get Victor's side of things, and I think I'm picking up what TJ's putting down, and I can see why he'd be complaining about it. So
he's generally not one to complain. So when he says something, it's usually
okay.
just
What's his name?
Theo Jackson.
Theo Jackson.
Been around. He's been around a long time in the shift. I think you've seen the shift run occasionally.
Okay.
And he gets up to a lot of stuff, but one thing that he's always been good with is when he's done, he's done. He knows, he never ever gets mad at anyone, and usually, you get those people that you arrest and they're always aggressive and always got plenty to say. Well, he's not one of those guys. He only ever says something when he feels he needs to. And I mean, I'd be the same way if someone wasn't verbalizing with me what they were going to do or anything. They just walk up and say they're under arrest and then just arrest me, and then not speak to me.
Yeah, I can. If that's factual, then obviously it's a problem. But I'll have a chat to Victor. Yeah. Who is Ricky's processing? Okay. All right. I'll have a chat with Victor. And I'll catch up with you after.
Yeah,
okay?
no worries.
Are you all wrapped up here, Victor, or do you still need to give Ricky anything?
No, no, I'm good.
All right, let's go have a chat. You lock that? Oh no. There we go. All right, let's go in here. Be pretty private. All right, what happened? Oh, what's this? A book? Oh, it's a newspaper. All right, what happened from your side of things?
So I came there. I saw that guy speeding northbound, and I already knew where he was heading.
Yeah.
So I am sitting outside of the store with my blue lights on. The guy gets out of the car, starts lockpicking the door. He doesn't even look into his back to see that I'm standing outside with my camera, and I take a photo of him. Then I go inside. I yell, "Hey, TJ. Hey, you need to stop." I go in. He doesn't respond. I go inside. I tell, "Hey, TJ, stop." And then he starts with the. Obviously, I see him there with his ear against the safe. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just taking a coffee." And like, okay, hey, that's bullshit. I can see you literally literally turning the knob there, and I, and I give him even a second to stop. He doesn't stop. So I try to arrest him.
Okay. Did you tase him, or how did that go?
No. I just went behind him and put his gun behind his back.
Okay.
He resisted 2 times. Every time he just continued robbing the safe instead of trying to flee.
Okay. You said you shared his name. Yeah. Did he not answer?
No.
So you found him robbing the safe, and you told him to stop, and then what did he say?
Yes. I don't remember the exact word, but he basically make this excuse that he was just getting a coffee. Because the coffee machine is on the save, you know. Even though I'm literally seeing him with the ear against the... No. I mean, I'm willing to entertain a lot of bits, but that was just too dumb for me.
All right, so
I saw him not picking the door, and I saw him literally lockpicking the safe, you know.
Okay. And then what, you said stop and he didn't, and then what happened?
Yeah, I tried to arrest him.
All right. Okay, so he carries on. He resists arrest how many times?
At least 2 times. I believe it was 2 times exactly. So time I get him.
On the third time, he's in cuffs. Okay.
Yeah. And each time I give him like a chance, you know, like if he wants to flee or something.
Okay. But he just carries on.
Yes.
All right. Then what happens? He's in cuffs him or?
Yeah. Then you know, then he starts doing his fit.
What, like complaining?
I need to stop. Yeah, I need to stop touching him and everything. He requests a superior.
What was he actually saying? Just for record there.
Oh my god. I don't remember exactly his words. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was like a lot of nonsense. Like I keep touching him inappropriately, and he requesting a superior. There was an active chase going on, so I do a 311. No one responds. And while I was typing the 311, he's like, "Hey, why are you not talking to me?" That's because I cannot type and talk at the same time. When you have 2 hands.
So if there was an active, so you threw in one for a superior.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, "Well, you're not talking, but you're through and wanting at the time." What happens after that?
Yeah, he starts telling me, "Oh my god, he's gonna kill me once he gets out, and that I'm incompetent, and that he wants to talk to a superior."
Okay. All right, and then at that point, when do you load him up? Is it during this
so
time?
I wait like 2-3 minutes to give like an officer time to respond. So no one responds. I look on GPS. Everyone is in a chase. So I transport him to MRPD, where I see Ricky. And I was trying to reach him his Miranda rights, but he just kept yelling over me. So I stopped that. And then we came to MRPD, and and I saw Ricky, and I asked Ricky if he wants to take that over.
Okay. And then Ricky took over, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then I give. Oh yeah, I also took 2 weapons off him. I gave these to Ricky. That was at the clothing store. At the 24/7, I took the weapons off him and give them to Ricky.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, obviously TJ's spoken to us, and has made a complaint about you. His complaints, like, pretty much consisted of, like, he knew what he was doing, but from his perspective, you weren't kind of verbalizing what was happening, why it was happening, what you were doing. He even said that you have gone after him previously in this manner. He thinks it's targeted. So I'm going to ask you, is it targeted?
No, I just literally saw a car speeding up on Meteor Street towards Clinton. I followed it. And he got out and ran towards the back. And, you know, I took photos. I didn't even know at this point it was TJ until I ran the plate.
Okay. Okay. So it wasn't targeted. All right. So when it comes to his complaints about you not really verbalizing what you're doing, do you think that's accurate?
No, I told him, man, you know, every time I arrested him, hands behind your back. I literally said his name when I came in. He responded to me, told me he was getting coffee.
Hi, Beans. Okay.
I gave also every time I gave him like time to flee or if he wanted to do something, but he just kept turning the knob, you know, and insisting he was still just trying to get coffee.
Okay. I'm not necessarily saying this was the right or wrong thing to do, but why didn't you kind of tackle him or tase him to stop robbing the vault? Not a trick question, I promise.
I don't know. I kind of felt like tasing him was would be excessive force. Tackling on such small place is a little bit tricky, you know. Know how tight this sort of thing there is. So, like I said, I was trying to give him time to escape, you know.
Yeah.
So I was really slow with everything I did.
Okay. This is a strange question, but do you think you could have chatted to him more about what was going on instead of, you know, going straight for the arrest or whatever? This is not my opinion or anything.
I mean, like I said, it was in the middle of
baby.
opening the save, and you know, I was worried that he might, you know, if I play too much for time, he gets to open the safe, you know.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Well, listen, I had a chat with Davenport, and I'll have a chat with D as well. And from what I've heard, this isn't, you know, the first time you've had to have a chat to, and I'm not saying what you did here was wrong, Victor, at all. I'm gonna chat to you from, you know, the senior's perspective, not the sergeant or whatever. I understand you've been. What's the situation with you right now? Were you spoken to by Davenport about kind of sorting things out? What is there? And then I'll be able to kind of comment on it.
I've basically been told that if I do not improve in communicating and radio in 2 weeks, I'm getting fired.
Okay.
So this whole thing makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, we don't want you getting fired, right? We don't want that. So
this, yeah.
But obviously this incident is not a. It's not. I mean, if I'm putting it bluntly, I'm not here to punish you or anything, but if we're trying to keep you hired, Victor, this isn't obviously a good thing for that. Apparently TJ isn't one to complain a lot. So that's another thing that doesn't really shine light on you and put you in a good light here. Listen, I said to TJ I'd do the same thing, right? I'd come in if I saw him trying to rob the vault, I'd do the same thing, okay? but obviously, for some reason, the way you've gone about it has rubbed him the wrong way. I don't know how. I wasn't there.
And I mean, if he wanted to have a conversation about it, I would have had a conversation. But the moment he starts threatening me, I'm not, you know.
Well, I get that. I think clearly whatever triggered him happened probably when you cuffed him. Listen, you're a very good officer, Victor. I know that. I know you know how to do things. I think in this situation, and as you know, situations going forward, I would recommend. I'm not telling you that you did something wrong necessarily, but I would make sure that going forward, especially with your 2 weeks notice or whatever, try and be a little bit more what's the word? Almost, I'm gonna like dumb it down here in a weird way, but I'm just gonna say, try and go easy on people a bit more. You're on thin ice, and I think as much as I would have done the same thing as you, right? I might have done it a slightly different way, but even still, if you're on your own and you've got this guy in front of you, try and go a little bit easy. Make sure you slow things down and you communicate so that we don't have anything else like this, right? I think my suggestion would be, and I know it sounds strange, but the problem could have, if you are going to arrest them, just, I would say, tackle them or tase them or something like that, just so we don't have the issue here where he carries on robbing things, right? But you know, if someone's been a dickhead, Victor, and they're like, I'm making a cup of coffee, then, you know, let them dig their own grave. Let them do that shit. It's fine. It's whatever. It's not the end of the world if they're lying to you, even though you know they're lying. Just go along with it a little bit. And then you can tase them in the face afterwards if they want to keep it up. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. But like I said, there was ample time in him in between to react, you know. It's not like I came in there and I watched everything, you know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure there was. Unfortunately, nobody but you and him are gonna know whether or not there was enough time. Clearly, to him, there wasn't, and I think the unfortunate thing is, Victor, is that when you walk up behind someone and like put your hands behind your back when they're doing something already, people don't like that, right? People don't like if I went up behind somebody on a street race that's repairing their car, right? If I went up behind them and I was like, put your hands behind your back and started cuffing them, they're gonna get pretty mad. It's you know, we don't necessarily agree with that, and I'm not saying I agree that that's the right reaction, but that is just how people are in this town. So you got to be careful with that, and that's why I said I'd recommend tackling them or tasing them first. It will make your life a lot easier, and you'll get a lot less headaches when it comes to that. But in general, I think the kind of outcome from this situation is none of us were there. I'm not going to say that you necessarily did things wrong, but from a senior perspective, not command, because obviously command have they've had chats with you. Me, who's trying to keep you hard, I think just try and you know, slow things down. Don't necessarily, especially if you're on your own, don't necessarily go for the arrest off the bat. If he's talking about making coffee, then ask for a fucking sip, you know. Try and let things play out a little bit more. It's going to be safer for you, and you'll be put in less situations like this where you have to come and explain yourself to people. Because I know what it's like. It's not nice having to explain yourself. Especially when you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Sorry, I know you know what you're doing.
I might have been even more lenient. Sorry, I was on phone.
Okay.
I mean, if I had not literally seen him lockpick the door, and he was in such, you know, grinding mode there, you know, just he is literally not seeing me outside with my lights on.
Yeah, I get that.
It's like,
and that's what I mean.
Sorry,
I would have done something similar. But just play your cards,
it was a little
right?
bit, hey, you know, you're a little bit too much, you know,
my advice is,
in my
Victor,
opinion, he was definitely way too. Wait, you know,
listen,
way
listen,
too.
listen.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. My advice is have those opinions when your job's not at risk. All right. Because I'm in a similar boat, you know. I have opinions about criminals in this town, but you know I'm able to kind of act on those a bit more because I'm not worried about my job as much at the minute. For someone like you who's having issues and been spoken to about, just be careful. Wait until you're more settled in before you kind of act on those, and just try and take it easy a little bit. All right. But listen, Vic, I think you're fantastic. So just try and keep your chin up. Try and take it a bit more easy.
I really don't. To be honest, I don't want to go on duty alone anymore at this point. To be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then try and ride with somebody. Do that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to say I don't have friends in the shifts, but I know I wouldn't have a problem. I know asking you, but so many other people that are on duty most of the time, especially during shift 3. I don't know. I cannot walk up to Davenport. Hey, let's ride together.
Well,
a
Davenport's
lot of other
different.
people
He's
are.
a big scary man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but there's so many people in shift 3 that I don't have like really rapport to, and the ones that I did have, like I don't know, Weinhardt, Stormtrooper, Betty, they're all gone.
Yeah, it's like I said before, it is difficult, mate. It is. I think sometimes you just gotta. It's just about having the confidence to ask people, because most people don't say no. It's about asking. Like, you know what? I'm gonna give you somebody. The best person I think you could ride with is Crystal. Go ride with Crystal. She'll
Crystal is great. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask to ride with Crystal, I guarantee she won't say no. I think give it a go. She's lovely. She'll help you out. Crystal. Maybe that was false. Hold on, let me try and use my memory. You know what? Crystal is actually a really good person to speak to, because I think back in the day when Crystal was first hired, she did have some issues with her comps, and she used to struggle a bit too. So maybe she's someone that you can have a chat with, and maybe get her opinion on it. She might be able to help you out. She's very good now. Obviously, you can tell. I don't think I'm misremembering.
She's fantastic.
I think Crystal was someone who initially struggled with like her confidence and communication and stuff like that. So have a chat with her, see if she can help you out. All right.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay. Listen, I am going to make. I have to, because there's been a complaint made. So there's going to be a report about this, a senior one. But we've had a chat. I'm not going to recommend any punishments or anything like that. I think I think it's one of these where you just got to be careful, really. You just got to slow things down a bit, and just try and, I think my advice would be just. I don't want to tell you to change who you are as a person, Victor, but just for now, for the next 2 weeks, just imagine imagine you smoked a big blunt of marijuana, okay? Yeah, and just role play as if you'd smoked a big. You ever done that role play stuff? Yeah, I haven't. I think it's freaking weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it's for nerds.
But just imagine you're a cop who's high on weed. All right, so every situation you go into, just imagine you're high on weed. And I think that should help you out a little bit. Unless it's at 78 score, then please don't, act it then. But yeah, in general, just try and chill out a bit, have some chats with people, and you won't get as many issues like this, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it.
Let's see. Are they responding to that pink truck?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I'm gonna go theoretically off duty in 10 minutes.
Okay, well, you just take it easy, Victor, okay?
You too. Thank you, Doc.
No problem, mate. Right, that's a minute. Baby Sock's trying to roleplay. She's trying to fail RP me, man. Yapping on the mic. Yeah, Victor's definitely having it stacked against him for sure.
Hey, Dark, I'll just put my statement in if that's what it is.
No, don't panic. You're okay. Listen, I need a favor.
Just so you know, I was like, oh, the timing.
I need a favor, Crystal. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You're my go-to friendly face. Okay. Everybody loves Crystal for a good reason.
Really?
There is somebody in our shift, in our department, that is struggling a little bit. And I was wondering, it doesn't have to be right now because I think he's going off duty. But at some point, would you mind riding with Victor Schmidt?
Yeah, of course. I know him. We go way back.
Really? Okay, I think he'd really like that. I think he's struggling with, and obviously keep this between us. He's struggling with his communication a lot. I think he's like English third language or some shit. So he's getting a lot of stick from like command and stuff. They're very concerned with him. But I think he's also struggling with just general confidence and fitting in within the department. So I think
that can really affect performance. I feel like, you know what, for me, you know, it makes it hard to like speak up and more hesitant to do stuff and say stuff. You know,
I think you would be somebody who is very good at comms and has a lot of confidence, and is also very friendly. You do, Chris. I know you might not think it, but you do, and you've come a long way from when you were a little cadet. Okay.
That's true. That's true.
So if you could have a chat with him and just try and help him out a little bit, but also just just be a friendly face that you can go to. I'd really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I can see that definitely. That's what I kind of am trying to do. So I'm glad he's you trying to talk to me about this. Even better than I thought about getting prompted to go do this report, which I'm actually writing right now, right away. You can see my name in it.
Okay, I'm sure you are, Crystal. Okay. Listen, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, all right?
No, thank you, Dark. I'm glad that you're looking out for people like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, Crystal. Bye-bye. Get the report done.
See you, Dark. I'm doing it right now.
Does I get that again? All right, I gotta go help Corky with the shopping. I'll be back in a sec, chat. sussy. Big sussy in this pussy.
With who?